Good afternoon, it's Annette Sym here. I'm coming to you live from the Simply Too Good headquarters kitchen. Yes, that's right, we're cooking again today and it's Tuesday. So what Tuesday means is it's home ec with Annette. So we're going to cook together today. So hopefully you've downloaded today's recipe, got your ingredients out, and you're going to cook with me. So what we're doing is we're delving into this fabulous, the latest book, Cooking for One or Two People, and a recipe I created specially for this book is the sticky Chinese prawns. That's what I'm going to make today with you, and I hope you've got it all ready to go because it is just delicious. So before we start, because it's a cooking class, we need to go over and wash our hands. So let's do that first. Get your soapy hands, and we need 20 seconds, as we all know now. Thanks for joining me today. If you've just tuned in, we're doing sticky Chinese prawns. It's out of the Cooking for One or Two cookbook, and there is variations. So if you're saying, oh, I don't like prawns, Annette, don't worry, I've got you covered. I'll tell you about that in a minute. All right, hands are clean. So before we start everything, let's talk about last week's show, which was the simple brownies, which we all loved and enjoyed very much. But you also did too, because there was lots of people commenting. And the three winners that we picked this week is Annabelle Sullivan, which is fantastic. Hi, Annabelle. Carol Cridley and the fabulous Nolene Terry all get a Percy signed copy of book 7, because that was where the simple brownies come from. If you haven't tried that recipe, you need to, because it's fabulous. So what we're about today is making a fantastic Chinese recipe, and the utensils that we need is a pair of tongs. I've got a pair of tongs. I've got a wooden spoon, and I like the flat side because I want to move it around. I've got a scraper, some measure spoons, a little whisk, and as well I've got a bowl because we'll cook the prawns and take them and put them into that. I've got my juicer because we've got to juice some lemon, and I've got my pan here, my Neoflam pan, and the heater. A chopping board because we just got to slice some lemon up. And I think that we're good to go. So let's start cooking, because it's a fabulous, super easy recipe. That's what I do on Tuesdays. I pick recipes that you go, really? Is that all there is to it, Annette? Because who doesn't love simple is fabulous? So we've got 250 grams of raw prawns without the tail. So it's prawn meat. I buy the frozen, it's in a kilo bag in Woolies, and I find it's great because we do like our prawns, and I like the size. I think they're a really good size prawn to have with a stir fry or whatever you're using them for. Now, we've also got some lemon. We need fresh lemon. If you've got limes growing at the moment, which I know a few people are saying they have, you could always use lime juice. We've got garlic, ginger. Always you can use fresh if you want to, but I'm doing simple, super easy here. The low salt soy sauce. Now this is called ketchup manis or sweet soy. So when you look at the brand here, it'll say sweet soy sauce, but it's also known as ketchup manis if you see that as well. You're right. Some tomato sauce, brown sugar, a bit of water, and I've got the special spray that I use on my Neoflam cookware, and that's the Rice brand oil spray. So the first thing we need to do is I am going to juice my lemon. So let's move that out of the way. So get your lemon. We only need a tablespoon, so we don't need very much. And this is a very lovely juicy lemon. I always think fresh is always the best than the ones you buy. And we want a tablespoon. And I'm going to mix it in this, and I'm going to put a tablespoon. So if you've done your lemon juice, we don't need this anymore. And what we're going to do now is we're going to prep up the prawns. So then all we have to do is just make it all up. So the prep is squeezing the lemon juice, and now let's do the prawns. So what you want to do is you want to get a sharp knife. Now you don't have to do this, but I like a soft prawn. So when you look at a prawn like this, you could easily cook it like that. That's fine, but I like to open the prawn up, and it means it becomes a softer prawn to eat. So what you do is you just go down the spine and basically you're opening it up. See, it's like a fan. All right, so let me show you again. So you just go down, open it up. Very, very simple. Just watch what you're doing, because if you've got a sharp knife, and all you're doing, you might find a bit of that vein, or I don't know what they call it, called many different things. If you get some of that, just take it out. I've done a lot of them because I didn't want to waste time, but basically just following it again, just following it down there, and you can see it'll open up. And when it's cooking, you'll see it opens up as well. But this is a great way to get the vein out. If you have, especially if they're bigger prawns, you'll find that they can be have quite a, I mean, I don't know what you call it. What do you call it, Bill? What do you call it? Some people call it the poo shoot. Some call it a vein. Do you call it a vein? What do you call it? What's when they have this thing down the middle that you want to get out in a prawn? So I'm opening them up. All right. As I said, I did some ahead of time just to save time. So there we go. I think that's all of them done. Yes. Oh, one more here. So now what we have to do is we just have to cook them. So I'm going to just put them here. And I'm going to just wash my hands, because I want to come back to that. So I like to prep up as we go, as you know. Hello, if you've just joined me. We're making sticky Chinese prawns out of the Cooking for 1 or 2 book, and it's fabulous. So we can get rid of this now. Let's make the sauce. So we've got in here a tablespoon of lemon juice. We want 2 tablespoons of water. We want 2 tablespoons of the brown sugar, and pack it down. You want it tightly packed. Yep. I'm going to get my little whisk. And remember, when you're doing the spoons, I'm using the 15 ml. Now we put in a teaspoon of garlic. Now you can use the fresh if you want. I'm using the already crushed because I'm a lazy cook, you know that. And I love this as an entree. I often make this for when people come over and serve it as a starter. Half a teaspoon of ginger. Very Chinese flavours, you'll agree, won't you? 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, and I always use the low salt. So just 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. Good job, Annette. Now we've got 2 teaspoons of the ketchup mayonnaise, or as it says on the thing, sweet soy sauce. So we want 2 teaspoons. 1. And this is what really gives it that gorgeous flavour that you want on a sticky prawn. And that's that done. We want a tablespoon of tomato sauce. So just squeeze that in. A little more. I'm sorry, but is this hard? No, it isn't. So that is our sauce. And I want you just to give that a really, really good mix up and get that brown sugar dissolved into the liquid. And remember, this is enough for 2 people. Just 2 people, and if you were thinking, oh, there's 4 or 6 of us in the house, then you either double the recipe or triple it if you want to add more. And this is a new recipe that's in the Cooking for 1 or 2. Okay, so now that's all done. Let's get rid of this. And I'm going to cook the prawns. So let's start it up. Get some of the rice bran spray. I've already made some rice so that I can present it to you how I like to do it. And so I always use the basmati rice, which I find is the really low GI rice, which I think is perfect. I love it. It cooks easy as well. All right, so let's see how the pan is. Oh, it's got a bit of a sizzle. I'm going to... give it a little bit more time. And so what you do is you just put the prawns in. Don't just throw the whole lot in. I want you to just put them in one at a time to keep that heat going. And prawns take very little time to cook. They'll go orange and you'll know they're done. Now, because they're not big prawns and there's no tail on them, you get quite a few of them in that 250 gram weight, which is fantastic. So if you bought really big prawns, you might not get as many as I am now. And why I take the prawns out once they're cooked, because I want the sauce to really reduce down, and I don't want the prawns overcooking. It's like anything. You know, if you overcook your meat, it gets tough. All right, so there's your prawns. I want to give them a little bit of a cook. Now, if you're not a prawn fan, or you think, oh, it's a bit expensive for the budget this week, you can make this with chicken, pork, and tofu. Sticky chicken, that's right, sticky tofu. I mean, it's whatever you like. And what you do is you'll just replace it, and it says it in the book, to how much you have with the recipe to swap it over. So I think it's 300 of chicken. Let me just find the recipe again. So for swapping it over, the prawns are 250. The chicken is 300 grams of skinless chicken breast diced. Lean pork loin diced, 300 grams, or 200 grams of firm tofu diced. So there we go. And as you can see, they're coming up beautiful and orange, which is what you expect. See how nothing sticks to these NeoFlamme pans? I am such a fan. And with this particular one, it comes as a set, just to show you, and you get this one as well, which is the bigger one. And you can get the lids if you want to as well. So that's a set. This is the small one. I find I use both of them a lot, especially when I'm just cooking for me and Billy. All right, so those prawns are nearly done. That's the thing, very, very quick. And once they've got that, they've gone a bit white. Yep, there we go. So there's our prawns cooked. Whoop, in we go. Now we're going to make the sauce, and this is the sticky part. Love it! All right, so I'm going to get my scraper so I get everything out. See, and it's good that I did it all ahead, so I can just put that straight into the bowl, into the pan. Fantastic. Now the idea is you want to cook it up, reduce it down, and so it gets a bit sticky when you put the prawns in it. So what we'll do is once this has reached the texture or the consistency I want, we'll then put the prawns back in and serve it up. Now if you want an easy sort of dinner, you could actually even go and buy the frozen Chinese vegetables. I think Bird's Eye do them. And you could have that on the side with it, because you do need something with it, because it's just the sauce and the prawns. But as I said, a great entree. Now, you could, if you wanted, you could put some chili in here as well, if you want to hit it up with a bit of heat. I like it just the way it is, but I'm giving you options, because that's what I do here on Tuesdays and Thursdays with Annette. So, yeah, so you're just watching it, looking at it, seeing how runny it is. Let's put it back again for a little bit longer, and just take your time with it, don't rush. Actually, while that's going, it won't take long, I've got to watch it. I want you to take time with this recipe, because it's so simple and so easy that I think you'll want to make it more than once. We make it a lot. Okay, that's looking pretty good now. I reckon. What do you reckon, Billy? That looks great. So I'm going to now put the prawns back in. And what you do then is, all you have to do is coat your prawns in the sticky sauce. I don't know, it's just so easy, isn't it? I love it with rice. Or you could do it, with lettuce as an entree thing, just put them into lettuce cups. But how fantastic. Now this is out of Cooking for 2. It's a very simple, easy recipe. And if you're looking for recipe ideas, this is a great one, especially if you're like me and Billy who are empty nesters. Yeah. What I want to do before I serve that up is I'm going to read you the dietitian tip because I thought it was interesting to read this. So it says here the Chinese prawn dish is good for heart health in that it's very low in fat, high in protein and rich source of omega-3 fatty acids. Prawns also contain vitamin B12, a water-soluble vitamin essential for the workings of every cell in the human body. Who knew? My gosh. All right, so let's turn this off. And just remember that the fat count for the prawns is 1.1. The chicken and pork are 2.8 per serve. And the tofu is 7.7. Yep. All right, so we've got our prawns sticky and fabulous. Let's bring our plate over and serve them up. So obviously I want half of this to go on this plate because we don't want to eat them all, although having said that, I think I could very easily and then just pour a little bit of the sauce. Oh yes, fabulous. And this is one of those recipes that's really good if you want to just pick it up and eat it with your fingers. All right, so there is, let me get a little cloth. Let me just clean my plate up so it looks a bit fabulous. I'm a bit of a messy girl. All right, so there is our sticky Chinese prawns. Let's get it right in it. I mean, who knew weight loss could be so deliciously healthy? This is called living. Super easy. You saw how quick it was just to make the sauce, cook the prawns, or you could dice it with chicken, pork, or with the tofu for the vegetarians. Now, if you'd like to win Cooking for 1 or 2 book, I know a few of you are dying to get it. All you have to do is like, share, and then write a comment in the comment box. That's right, just down below, write a comment. And then I will pick 3 fantastic winners to get a person signed copy. I know, easy as easy as cooking the prawns. Now, if you would like to join me on Thursday, I'd love you to, because I'm trying to think of a few things that would be great for going into winter. So I'm going to be making a great curry out of book 7, and it's fancy chicken curry. It's a great recipe because it is a bit fancy smancy. It's just not your normal curry, but it's a milder curry. It's one that I find everyone will like, you know, because sometimes curries can be a little bit too hot. So join me for that one because it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to cook that recipe for you. And next Tuesday, you'll be able to download the recipe and hopefully you'll get the recipe, buy the ingredients and make, what am I making? Out of book 3, I'm making caramel banana self-saucing pudding. Oh yes, what a great winter recipe. And it's a self-saucing, it's very clever. And you just need to get the basic ingredients and we'll make it together on next Tuesday. So remember, you just got to go to simplytoogood.com.au for any more tips and recipes, as well as getting that caramel banana self-sauce pud recipe for next Tuesday. Anyway, for now, I have got something fabulous to eat and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye now.